Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Into the Composer's Mind. This project is designed to provide some insights into the composition process I am going through for the creation of a new work, a new virtual chamber composition, which will be performed by many of my family members. And again, thank you to the Canada Council for the sponsoring of, for providing a grant for this project. And I'd also invite you to hit the subscribe button to this YouTube channel at the end of the video if you're interested in getting more information and more videos, which I will be making hopefully every day. And even once this project is completed, I'll be continuing with more insights into the composer's mind through interviews, etc., with other composers. So, back to this particular project. Last episode, I mentioned I was going to discuss a little bit about tonal centers, which is kind of helping a little bit with the general form for the piece as it will emerge, and a closer look at the Gregorian chant material that some of this piece is based on revealed three tonal centers, one on D, one on F, and one on G. And these also had some particular modal implications associated with them. Not to go into too much details about the technical aspects about the composition, but just to let you know that what some of the processes are that I'm going through. Those particular modes tend to offer a certain kind of feeling towards them. So I've made the decision to start based around the tonal center D, then move to the tonal center F, and finally to the tonal center G for the last part of the composition. Now the reason for this is there's kind of a change in mood associated with these modes from a more kind of introspective mood to a more celebration mood at the end. While I was doing some of this work yesterday, I also, and today as well, I remembered that throughout the years, throughout 30 or 40 years of my composing, actually 50 years I've been composing, I've had a particular, what I call a family melody or family motive that has been evolving throughout the years. And as I created works for different family celebrations, I added one or two notes to this particular motive. And the motive is simple: da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. And I've kind of been adding little bits and pieces to this motive throughout the years, and it's time to conclude this one. And I think what I just sang there will be the conclusion of that particular motive, which has been part of several of my compositions. This will provide a nice counterpoint to the Gregorian chant mode as well. So we now have a little bit more of our content for the melodic material that will be developed over the next few days. Now, yesterday I also was thinking about, I'm going to need some sort of text for this because it does have a voice component and a singing component, and that kind of made a little bit of a dilemma. But once I thought about it, I said, well, I'm going to go to actually what my father has been saying, has been using, and go to his actual transcriptions of some of his interviews with the family and some of the work that he's done over the years. And this will provide a wide variety of material that can be integrated into a text. And as well, it provided some insights into the general mood for the piece, and some insights into the how I can incorporate some of these the actual speaking of my father into the composition. So it was quite exciting, but it was a very interesting emotional journey to go back over recordings and materials and pictures from the 92 years of my father's life. So it did kind of reveal a couple of themes that can be incorporated into the text and into the general feel for the composition. It is kind of a family journey, this particular piece, and it will really be a celebration of how my father has viewed family, and how he has imbued in us a lot of his character throughout the years, and how that has helped in our development, and of course how we move that into our children as well. So it's a little bit difficult to clarify some of these ideas, but certainly it does help with the development of some sort of a text, some sort of a feel for the whole piece. There is a lot of a lot of information about my father's his faith, his family, and his devotion to community. So those are the three things we'll be dealing with: his faith, devotion to family, and devotion to community, and how that has influenced on us. This has guided my father's life, and my father was an avid reader, and really could memorize poetry and quotations and things like that with an incredible to an incredible degree, something that I was always envious of. However, there are lots of particular poems and stories and quotations and items like that which have appeared in the interviews, and they will also provide some of the material for the text. So that was basically what was happening yesterday. I didn't write a single note, but it did once again allow the form of the piece to incubate a little bit more, to find a bit more about how the character of the piece will be, and a couple of other things from family members offering different performing instruments. I found out that there's a kind of an historic string bass, the double bass in our family, and we'll be incorporating some of that into the piece, and so little things continue to emerge. So thank you for listening to this. I will continue with another video later, which will go into some a little bit more of fleshing out how this text will be part of the composition. Again, I invite you to subscribe at the end of this video to this YouTube channel, and you'll be getting more information as we continue with this journey into the composer's mind. Thank you for listening.